Today is Sunday, Parashat Matot. Actually, Matot-Masei, we're going to be reading two parashiot this coming Shabbat. But Parashat Matot, there is an episode there that has a number of lessons to learn from. This is the tribes of Gad, Reuven and Gad, that approached Moshe Rabbeinu and asked to get the portion on the other side of the Jordan, on the east side of the Jordan, because they had a lot of flocks, they had a lot of sheep and cows, and they wanted a place that had grazing fields, and they committed to join the rest of the tribes in the war against the seven kings, seven nations that were in the land of Canaan. And Moshe Rabbeinu, he makes an agreement with them. Yes, if they come and they fight the war with the other tribes, then yes, they can get the land of Ever HaYarden, which is on the east side of the Jordan. There's a couple of lessons to learn from this episode. One of them is the statement they make to Moshe Rabbeinu is they're going to build enclosures for their flocks and cities for their children. And Moshe Rabbeinu answers them in a different order. You'll build cities for your children and enclosures for your flocks. Unfortunately, all too often, people put business ahead of family. And Moshe Rabbeinu tells them, by reorganizing the order of things, first give priority to your children, to your family, and then business. Of course, a person needs to earn a living. There are certain commitments that a person makes to professionally take care of his business, but to never lose sight of the fact that family, children, take precedence. So that's why Moshe Rabbeinu, when he answers them, he says, you build cities for your children and enclosures for your flocks, but not the other way like you stated. It's another interesting point that is made in this episode. It was the tribe of Reuven and Gad that asked for the other side of the Jordan. The tribe of Menashe was silent. Yet Moshe Rabbeinu takes half of the tribe of Menashe and joins them with Reuven and Gad, and the other half goes with the rest of the tribes into Eretz Canaan. Why is Moshe doing that? Or why not put the whole tribe of Menashe? And even why put any part of Menashe with them? Well, there's an explanation that is given. Menashe was a tribe that lived, he was the son of Yosef. He, the son of Yosef, Menashe, had experience living in the diaspora. He lived with his father in Egypt. He had the experience of what it is to deal with being outside of Eretz Israel. So Moshe Rabbeinu wanted to make sure to give him Menashe, to give that extra sort of vitamin, if you wish, how to deal with being not in the land of Israel. But then why only half of the tribe? That way Moshe Rabbeinu ensured that there would be a constant connection, a constant togetherness between those who were on the east side of the Jordan and those who were in the land of Israel proper, because the families of Menashe, half of the family was one place and the other half was not in the other. And that way he ensured that there would be a constant connection between the land of Israel proper and the Ever HaYarden, outside of the land of Israel, by having the tribe of Menashe, half of it in one place and half of it in the other. So these are some of the lessons that we learn from that episode in the Parashah that we read this Shabbat. Baruch Adonai le'olam, Amen ve'amen.